Report. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Welcome to the BBO Poker Tables free roll, one of our biggest free rolls yet. Very excited to be here tonight. That light is just a little bright for me. Uno momento. Por favor. Let's see if I can fix it. A little bit less seems better for me. Okay. Still. All right. Hi, guys. I see some familiar faces. Mario, Poker Face Ash is in the chat. She said she tried to raid us with her free roll tonight. It started a little bit later tonight than usual. Good to see Mr. Marks in the chat. Danny, Realtor, I saw you the other night at the casino. You had just finished in the top 3 or 4 in one of the tournaments there. So congratulations to you, Danny, crushing the tournament. Yay, thank you for letting me know, Mario. You guys can hear me okay. But the real question is, because this is what we got to be prepared for. Can we hear the sound effects? And did it blow your eardrums out or not? Because we need to know the details. We're going to be starting soon. So just for everybody who's kind of slowly filing in, the way tonight's tournament is going to work is we have prizes. Some of the biggest prizes are for the Plus members. We also have some really nice prizes if you're non-Plus members as well. So just kind of to go over the prize pool tonight. If a Plus member finishes first, second, or third, they're eligible to win the exclusive prizes listed below. First place, you can get the free Aces Pro table courtesy of BBO Tables. I went online and looked at these tables. They are sick. Super nice tables. I saw that they do tables for basically all the really big brands as well. Poker tournament, live tournaments as well. And they do all kinds of custom stuff. They're just really, really top of the line poker tables. So I just got, last free roll, we did the Shuffler Showdown where we gave away an $800 shuffler. I final tabled it, but I didn't win it. But luckily, after hosting so many of these things, Rafe decided that he was going to send me one of the shufflers. So I actually got one of the 6 shufflers. I actually have it here. I'll bring it out and show you guys. But now that I have this shuffler, I have no table to use my new shuffler on. So I need to win this table tonight, and I'm here to do it. And again, Plus is free for a week, you guys, if you have not already signed up for before. After that, it's only $5.99 a month. Gives you a ton of advantages, including being able to win these top prizes. So hopefully you guys got that Plus membership signed up for before the start of the tournament, which is about to happen. We also made some new announcements as well. We're going to be starting doing late registration, which is really cool. Because I know for a lot of people that's been an issue or a thing about like showing up. So that's super helpful addition that we're adding in. Mario said he'll let me borrow the table after I win it tonight. All right, you're going to ship it to me, ship it over. You know what? I'll just take an invite to the home game. How about that? And we'll call it good. But okay, so first place gets a BBO poker table. Second place, $600 credit towards the BBO poker table, which is still huge. And third, a $300 credit towards the BBO poker table. Now, if you are a non-Plus member, we still have the great prizes of $300 Amazon gift card. Second place gets a $150 Amazon gift card, and third place, a $50 Amazon gift card. This tournament has been quite popular. We had over 2,000 people initially register. So far, only 826 of those have actually checked in. Looks like we are just about to get started. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up some of these tables as well. Go to my current table and see what friends we have. Oh, we've got several Plus members at our table. We've got Big Game 1 and Mr. Chandis. And please let me know what table you're at. Danny, the other Danny, Mario, anybody who's in the chat. I like to pull up you guys' tables as well. That way I have something to sweat whenever I'm not in a hand. Let me go grab this shuffler real quick so you guys can see it. Uno momento. I got it all set up and tested it out. It came with some cards as well. It's really cool. It's got a couple of different modes. Let me mute this baby. That one's muted. Make sure this is muted. Okay. Danny said he's on table 25. I'm gonna get that one pulled up here. All right. So here is the shuffler. It's actually really nice. It has two modes. So if you want like a faster shuffle, you can do I think it's a three riff shuffle, and I think it takes about 30 seconds. And then they have, if you want like a deeper shuffle, they have like a 7 riff one as well. And yeah, I've tested it out. It works super well. You guys can see it here. It came with 2 super nice decks of cards as well. So we got the shuffler. Now we need the table. And I can host some sweet home games. Yeah, so it gave us these really nice cookbook cards. So I'm just really loving the new prizes that we're giving away here. I mean, we've done the WPT 5 million free roll, doing super expensive shufflers, super nice custom tables, top of the Amazon gift card. So never been a better time to lock in and take one of these down. So I'm still on the hunt. I've gotten so close a couple of times for big prizes. Madara says, hey, I'm checked in, but it says awaiting host approval. What do I need to do? You may have checked in a little bit too late after the time period. As far as that goes, if it's not letting you in, it may have just been a little bit past the cusp, Madara. To mute the global chat, I'll take you over to and show you. Scroll down to where the chat is on the main page. This is the main page. Scroll down to tournament chat, and there's this little volume icon right here. That's what's gonna mute the chat, the main group chat. And then here at your table, this right here is gonna affect your volume. You also have some more advanced options for game preferences and game configurations, but this is gonna be your main audio here at the table. Okay, table 5. Let me get some of these tables pulled up of our friends of the chat. Alrighty. Well, where did it go? That's interesting. Huh. The tables disappeared. Alrighty. Do it this way. Make sure my volume from my table is on. Make sure my card protector is good. It is. And hey guys, cards are in the air. So let's do this. I'm going to get these tables pulled up. There's table 5. Seven riff shuffle needed for randomness. Very good to know. I didn't actually know that. I did after the 3 riff shuffle, like take a look at the cards to see like how good of a job it did, and it seemed to have done pretty well. As far as like there wasn't a lot of grouping from it being like a brand new deck, but yeah, it's good that they have both of them on there. Then Madara, you may want to refresh, and then there should be a button that says go to current table. But if it still says waiting host approval, that may mean that you didn't like get in time for the host to actually approve your entry. And Mr. Marks, what table are you at, sir? Okay. Still looking for some of our friends here. Let's just Alright, not making it as easy on me as usual, but I'm gonna get these few of them pulled up at least. Table 25 is a rare table. Okay, table 35 as well I'm looking for. There's 35. Sweet. Oh, cute. Look at the avatar. Hey, don't forget, guys, you guys can buy the custom avatars. That just reminds me I need to switch mine as well to my custom avatars. Define avatar, my premium avatars. What should we use this time? Like the cutesy one. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Danny, I am going to find table 25 if it kills me. Probably just in time for it to close. What's your username? Maybe I can find you that way. Otherwise it doesn't seem to exist. Alrighty. Alright. Got Ex Malicious, Courtesy Flush, not in this hand. Mr. Chandis at this table, I see as well. And Big Game 1, Vince Hughes got his camera on, which is nice. Always nice to play with Mr. Chandis. Madara, then when did you check in? It's going to be difficult for me to troubleshoot it while streaming, but I'm sorry that you are having trouble. I would just recommend refreshing it, or I'm not sure exactly when you checked it. Oh, I need to move it again. Okay, thank you for telling me. Get it all switched. Alrighty. right, we have an interesting hand here on this Broadway board, Ace Queen Jack. Interesting fun fact, some of you guys may or may not know, but Broadway boards are the most underbluffed of all boards. So put that in your brain tank next time you're considering a bluff. Consider a Broadway board to go for it on. And I want to make sure. Oh, we got to cover it all the way. All right. Good to go. So, small sizing here, $50 into like a pot that had 1,400, now 1,600 in it. We've got the 4 to the straight. Any king is going to make Broadway. The heart draw did miss, and now CLM is going to go for full pot. Definitely repping a king, and they both do have the king, so they're going to chop up some tilted money. Alrighty. You will need my mic sensitivity up. Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you. I'll move it closer to me as well. I had turned it down a little because I didn't want to be yelling at you guys, but I will move it closer and turn it back up. Let me know if that's better for you guys. All right, these are the kind of pots I like to see. They're heads up pots. This is getting really big, already 13K in the middle. Oh, shoot, LH or also making it, basically we're all in here. Ace 4 versus King 7. Some wild holdings to be gambling with so early. Shocked. Maybe these two have some history together, but aces are going to hold versus the King 7 here. Nice, and Jamin is going to take almost all of LH's money in that hand there. Okay, we have a three-way pot here between Tron, CLM, who is under the gun, and the big game one. Ace 4, King 5. Pot's still kind of small here. Tron out of the small blind is going to double check over again to our pre-flop aggressor, who goes for, again, that really, really small sizing, like a 1/10 of a pot or something, 10%, 15%. It gets called in both spots. Now the spades come in. And he goes for this teeny tiny sizing again. Interesting. And it's Tron has the baby, like a tiny baby flush. I think it's worth raising still, even though it's a baby flush. That size of 50 is just so small. I would probably raise my flush there, even though it doesn't feel that great considering your opponent that turn and river, but it's like he's betting like a blockerish sizing, so really oftentimes gonna have a middling value hand, not super strong. We do raise it up here from middle position. We go three-way to a board of deuce, queen, 9, 2 clubs. I'm going to c-bet this board as the early position opener. Monkey in the middle, we're going to want to be tighter with our value hands. And let's see here. Going to be sizing up on this turn. And we get the fold, just so you guys see, I had the ace 10 offsuit there. So no pair, just ace high, really targeting hands like flush, giving flush draws the wrong price to continue, and giving like putting 9s and second pair in like a really bad spot there, second pair deuces, and also like lower pairs like 6s, 7s, 8s. 10s, all those sorts of hands once I double barrel the turn. they just kind of shrivel up. So we get one through there. Maybe we just had the best hand with our ace high, but went for the double barrel, got through. Have another raise here now from under the gun 1. Queen 9-8. Now we're 4-way in this pot, and we would, even as the pre-flop aggressor, be doing a lot more checking, especially on this type of board texture, as we definitely don't want to be bloating a pot of this board texture type multi-way, considering it's like super connected. We've got 2 diamonds. We have like very middling straighty cards that are connected, and now even a board pair here on the turn. So it's one of those ones where you definitely want to proceed with caution. So he's gone 3 streets, really, really small. So I don't have a hand that is like that great. I mean, I'm likely going to lose here often. However, the sizing 300 into 2100 is so small that I think it makes sense for me to go ahead and pay it off because the sizing is so small. We have second pair here. We also had the nut flush blocker card, which isn't that great to have in our hand to call on the river. And maybe with having ace of diamonds in hand, we actually want to just fold our second pair. The sizing was really small, so 21, let's see, it's like 1/8 of the pot or something like that. So it makes it really small to call with second pair, and that's why we end up leaning towards call, even though we think we're going to lose at a pretty high frequency. The cheaper it is, the less often you have to be right. So we go ahead and make the call that one. I think with the ace of diamonds, though, in our hand, maybe even for that tiny sizing, we can let it go. King 5-7 3-way. Oh. It does check around. 6 of hearts hits the turn, bringing in the straight. I think we're going to go ahead and be betting now. I actually was planning on trying to c-bet this board on the flop and accidentally hit the check button, but I actually was going to c-bet this one for reasons I'll tell you afterwards. We do get called. Now the 9 of hearts brings the 4 flush on the river here. All right, so we have like a pretty easy clear fold here. A lot of his hands were going to contain 1 heart and like just rivered hearts on us. We actually had 2. We turned 2 pair, so we had 6, 7 of clubs. Flopped middle pair, turned 2 pair, and with the river 4 flush, put out a tiny blockerish sizing to see if we could get to showdown cheaply. He did not allow it or take the bait. I would do that though, with both some really nutted hands as well as some of my weaker holdings, because sometimes I'm block betting to induce, and then other times I'm actually block betting to try to get to showdown. So sometimes it works where they raise. I block bet, they raise, and then I get to jam. Or if it's like all in, then I just get to call. It's like so much fun to block bet to induce, and then it works. Those are the best. When you block bet to induce and it works. And that's like literally the most fun hand. Other than that and merge spots where you might be bluffing and you might be value betting, it's possible you can get better to fold and you can get worse to call. That and block betting to induce them are the like my 2 most favorite things to do here. We're going to be 3-betting to a pretty good size here. We are out of the big blind, and it is multi-way called by 3 people. So we're going to be out of position, which means we want to lower our SPR And interesting spot. 6, 7, 3, 2 hearts. We see bet small. They do immediately put in a raise. We have a really interesting hand here. We're likely up against some type of middling pair. They didn't three bet pre, but just flatted. Is going to be a fold for us. Unfortunately, we had ace queen with the ace of hearts. It's one where definitely would like to see turn and river, but I don't think that we can call for that portion of our stack. Benjamin, no, I think registration is closed now. Oh, just now Danny said he was playing my favorite, Danny Forrest, realtor, was playing my favorite hand. Some of you guys know what that hand truly is. It's the good old 6-9 of hearts. But Danny, was it really my favorite hand? Was it the hearts variety? Was it suited? He said he flop trips and he doubled up. Nice hand, nice hand. It all, you know what? A 6-9 always pays. Either way. Thank you, John Rion. I appreciate that. Danny, no, I haven't figured out how to do cable rows better. I I was shocked. Like I was like, what did I do to myself? This nasty, gnarly bruise that I had on me, and I was like, I guess that's just me being ADHD. We typically we run into corners of stuff. We don't have this good sometimes like body awareness when we're doing something. Like I guess it's some random bruise. And then I looked on the other side and I had a matching bruise on the other side. I'm like, oh, this is from those cable pulls I was trying so hard to master at the gym. But it's like battle wounds, battle tested, and at least I'm out there trying to figure stuff out. And, for a long time, I was I just was avoiding trying all these new exercises because I didn't know how to find the right equipment or know how to do it. And after talking to some people, I just said, no more. I don't care if I look like a fool. I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to try. And clearly, I'm going to get beat up as well in the process. Mario said, plus members get late registration up to 30 minutes after the game starts. Thank you, Mario. Yes, that's something that we just added in. For plus members, you do get to late reg. Non-plus members, not so much. But again, try out our plus free for a week, and it's only $5.99 after that as well. Love seeing we've got a couple people with videos and audio on at the table. What's up, Becia? Hello, hello. We're going to have to catch some heat here as our stack has definitely started off going in the wrong direction. Who is our friend in the chat at this table? Let me know what your screen name is. And again, anyone, table 23, anyone that is, here we go. Back to figuring this out again. Table 23, got it. And then table 25 as well. Gonna watch that one. All right, now we've got all of our friends pulled up. Again, anyone else who wants me to pull up their table, just let me know the number and I will be there. Trying to look to see if any of my friends here are tied up in a pot. Also, if you're in a big one, let me know and I'll try to hop over. We're going to have some plus on plus damage here with Hazard and Nikki Mello tied up in this pot. 3 deuce 9 2 spades. The 9 pairs on the river here. We are 3-way. Check, check. Nikki Mello's not going to let a check back. Does make it 300. Quick call from Sin Hub. Hazard hasn't folded yet. Interestingly enough. I would have thought one of these would have been a flush draw that would have a quick and easy fold. Hazard does make the call. Oh my God. Nikki Mello just had aces. Nice hand, Nikki Mello. It's going to take that one down. 74 and 79. Got it, guys. Hello. Welcome to the chat, guys. Kurt, Simo. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for chiming in. Ooh, we've got one here. Let's see. How many bigs do we have? We're at 150. Try to make sure that what stacked up I'm at. Super important to keep track of. 74 and 79. And make sure you guys let me know your screen names as well so I know who to keep an eye out for. Queen, 9, Jack, we do go 4-way. And I think I will be like tightening up my opening ranges in this particularly because I remembering how call heavy a lot of the players are going to be. More recreational players want to just take a flop and are willing to call more light, so I need to tighten up my range. This board here, Queen, 9, Jack, 2 clubs. It's one of those boards that's super connected and super dicey. And so even when I have like a very strong holding, I'm going to be navigating it very carefully and won't be bloating it because the nuts are so likely to change on each street. So now the 10 hits the turn. Now we have a 4 flush. Any king makes a straight. But again, very easily a club could hit the river and now, somebody has a flush. So even if I had a straight right here with 3 players still in, now again, the king hits the turn, now the ace is the nuts, right? And the club's missed. Because the nuts are going to change so often on this type of very connected wet board texture, even if I have a strong holding, other players are going to have so much equity that I'm not going to be able to push them off of. They're going to be taking turns and rivers, and we will likely be, facing the nuts changing, and our strong hand can suddenly become mediocre, and now we've bloated the pot, and now we're in no man's land, not sure if we're best or not. So just proceed carefully on these middling two-tone. Two-tone is whenever it's like 2 clubs, 1 diamond. Monotone is when it's all the same color, like it's all spades. That's a monotone. And then 2-tone, 2 different, and then you've got rainbow, which again is where there's this is going to be a 2-tone board, king 5-5, as well as it's paired in 2-tone. 3-way again here. Right, this table shut down on us. Ms. Table 5. All right. Appreciate you giving me your screen name as well. And I'd love to hear where everybody is from. Where are you guys playing from? This tournament actually got a lot more registrants than I've seen in a little while. I mean, the prizes are really good for this one, but I'm curious where everyone is coming in from. Where is Ms. here? There you are. Ooh, almost 4x starting stack. Look at you. Let's go. Nice start, nice start. Hyannis MA. I've never heard of that place, and I probably just butchered the pronunciation of it as well. Norway. I want to go to Norway. Can I come? Can I stay at your house, Omar? I'm Snert. Snert on table 79. I really like that name. I would just like to say the word snert a lot. Just sounds like a fun thing to say. I don't know what it means, but snert it is. Ah, I got a girl, but I got a friend. Nice. Nick, you're in Melbourne, Australia. Another place I'd like to go. The WPT is going to the Gold Coast there, and I've been wanting to come to Australia and play WPT in the Gold Coast. On the Gold Coast and check out your amazing country and continent. Did I get 74? This is 79. We've got table 5. Yep, table 74. Perfect. Father Nuck, the short stack. On which table, Father Nuck? All right, so this is a monotone. Jack, deuce 5, and he's going to take that one down. Monotone board textures. Interesting ones as well. Here we go. Father Nuck, here he is, tied up in a pot. Let's see how this goes down. It's going to be multi-way. So one thing to do whenever a lot of your pots are going multi-way, because your equity is going to be so divided. So this pot has 1,800 and it's 600 players. So I guess this is going to be a limped pot. So Father New is just getting to see it from the big blind. Jackson is going to open it up. He was started the limping from early and gets called in 2 spots. Father New on the short stack, mulling it over, does let it go. Queen pairs on the turn. So these limped pots are much harder to kind of decipher ranges on what people have. So he goes for about a half pot sizing here. And Ben is going to raise to a little under 3x. Leaving himself about 6K back. Mez raising again. This is a very interesting hand here. They're both representing that they have a queen or even a full house. Queen 10 versus Queen 5. So we're going to need to see a jack or a king for it to be a top, or a 5. Instead, it's going to be Miz. Nice hand, Miz. He's in the chat and he wins. Hey, that is the chat run good, FYI. Oh, shoot. I missed my hand and I had a good open. I had a good one to open. It was decent. It was okay. It wasn't going to win. It wasn't going to win. But Miz, nice hand. That is what we call the luck of the chat here. When you're in the chat and you let us know your table and you're all in, like you just got the chat run good. So nice hand, nice hand. All right, so I have it in bigs now. Sam, GG. Was this your first one? Couldn't hit a flush. GG, Sam. Was this your first time playing one of our free rolls? If so, I hope you will come back. We do more of these. Really fun and better luck next time. Next time, hopefully that flush comes in. Hey, 1 out of 3 times, like, right? You're 1 out of 3 times. I think it's going to come in for you. So just got to keep trying. We'll hit one eventually. I just lost. Opponent turned to third 10 when I had an ace. Oh, Kurt. Oh, He says the chat run good was not with me, but Kurt, I wasn't. I don't think you had told me in time for me to be at your table and watch the hand go down. See, with Ms., I was actually actively watching the hand and commentating on it. So I have to be actively on it, I think, for the chat run good to come into play. So that's probably why. But next time, Kurt, I'll make sure I won't. I'll make sure I'm on it. I'm on it here. Oh, how in the world? I finally I had a hand and I get a walk. What's up with that? I get a walk in the big blind when I finally have a hand. How long does it take the whole tournament? Usually these take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. But tonight's one is a little bit bigger, so maybe a little bit longer, but probably around 2 hours. Usually we're done in 2 hours because we do make them, they're a very turbo-y structure in order to not take up everyone's whole night. So yeah, blinds will go up quickly and people will start to bust out pretty quickly as these blinds increase, which they're going up again in 2 seconds here. Blinds are about to be up. All right, let this one go. See, we can see some of these tables are already closing down as people bust out. Look, so many of these tables I was watching are no more. If you get moved to a new table, go ahead and update me with the new table information. Now at table 76, let's go. All right, gotcha. And look at that. Over 5 starting stacks for Ms. Very nice start. I wish I had 5 starting stacks. I have a half of a starting stack. You want to do a last longer? It's okay, I'm gonna pass. Father Nuck is at table 41 now. Get a couple of you guys pulled up, and then we're gonna lock in, dissect some of these spots. There you are. Oh, very short in the big. But you're now out of the big blind, so you'll have all of these hands to try to find a good spot. This pot swelled huge at my table between big game and tilted. Over 48 bigs in the middle now. And look at that hand for a tilted AJ. He flopped the flush draw, turned the open-ended straight draw, and rivered the nuts, basically. Sick, must be nice. Table 58 for Mr. Courtesy Flush. Let's see how he's doing here. 20 bigs. He's got over start. Better than I'm doing. Now with blinds going up, that has cut us to being sub 10 bigs. You know what it means when we're sub 10, right? Okay, Vino has jammed all in for his last 3 bigs. Oh, we've got Bulldog at our table. Friend of the chat, always good to see Bulldog. Love his avatars as well. Hello, Nazca. Big game is gonna rejam, and we have the same hands, but one is suited. Let's see if there is a sweat. Any spade and big game 1 takes it. Oh my, that's the worst. Oh, dirty, so dirty. That's poker now plus on plus damage here. Oh, ouch, chihuahua. Nice hand, big game. Violence. Thank you, Daniel Marks. I'm clearly tired. Poker now plus on plus violence. Or Red Bull. Sharpen me right up. right. Tron limps for one big. Oy vey. Interesting. Spot. I think we have time to waste. We are jamming from the cutoff for just under 10 bigs. Go away, Mr. Chandas. You don't want any of this smoke. No poker now plus violence on violent. Poker now plus violence. You know what I'm trying to say, Mr. Chandas. Go away. You too, Tron. No. Okay, we're ahead. Hold, baby. This is the dream spot. He was limping with the weak hand. All right. This is looking good. Hold the baby. I think we're looking really good now. I think he's drawing dead. Let's go. Let's go. Double, double. They're in trouble. I'm so glad I didn't wait. See, in these, like, in a lot of my live tournaments, I'm like, oh, I might have just let it go with the under the gun limper and like waited for a better spot. But in these free rolls where they're turbo-y and the blinds are going up quickly, you just don't have time to like wait. You have to take your spots. You still have to be careful and thoughtful, but you have to take your spots in these. So from the cutoff, sub 10 bigs, ace 5, we're in there. I'm having to read the limp as weak. You know, occasionally there'll be some traps, but I'm going to have to read it as weak. We get the call off. We get the dubs. Oh, my hand was ace 5 offsuit, ace 5 offsuit. And at the end of the hand down here, right here, in this box, it'll always show what my hand was as well. So at the end, it'll say what I had. Ace queen versus ace 8. It's going to be the ace queen is going to finish Tron off. GG. Look at all these plus badges on my table. So where can you play poker now from? You can play poker now basically from anywhere in the world. And we have like what you would consider typical cash games running in the lounge consistently, as well as tournaments. You can run home games with your friends and family. That's like one of the most fun ways to do it, is because we have video and audio right here, and it's all web browser based, nothing to download. It just makes it super easy to invite friends to a home game. And now with like Plus members, there's all sorts of benefits. We have rate calculators as well, so that you can really simulate what it's like to be at a real table. Ace, queen, 8. Rainbow. Spin leads out for one big. We had pocket 7s here, and I think 3 overcards to our 7s, and with him limp leading, it's gonna just be time to say goodbye to 7s. Oh yeah, let's take a look and see how many are left. That's a great call, because these things go really quick as it gets turbo, as the blinds go up fast. So we had 848 that checked in, and we're down to 498. So we've already lost like 350 people that quickly. Let's check in with our friends. Courtesy Flush, are you still in here? Marzipan. I see that in my son's cooking shows here. Took down a nice one. I don't see, let's see, Ms. now with over 90 bigs. You have more now, Ms.? Who else? Father New still hanging on. Courtesy Flush still hanging on. All right. You guys are still out here fighting with me. Blinds going up, guys. Blinds are up again. So we're just about to get halved again, our big blinds. bulldog committing 5 of his 12 bigs. That is enough to get it done. He shows the queen jack offsuit. All right, blinds are up. Vincent leads from under the gun 1 for 3 bigs. We're all in for 9. Vincent does have us covered. I would not expect us to have any fold equity. We're going to need to win straight out. Expect him to call. He's got queens. We have 7s. I've had 7s like 3 or 4 times tonight. We have not hit a set with them once. How about we hit a flush with them this time by rivering a spade 1 time? Oh, gosh, dang it. Oh. Well, we were dead on the turn anyway. We were dead on the turn because they had a full house. So rivering a spade would have done us absolutely no good. But it's nice to dream. And just like that, we're out of there. It's like really tough because with the under the gun open, like I don't even really like the 7s there in that spot, but I feel like it's too good in a turbo to let it go for sub 10 bigs. We can just like hope we're up against big cards and we win the flip. Unfortunately, it was one of the pairs that were bigger than us. But we can now, I got 7 so many times. I never won with them 1 time. But we can focus on our friends. And going to check in and watch you guys play. And I can just like judge you guys for your play. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Try to be nice. Father New still hanging on a whole nother round. He got through another round here. All right, Ms. now with 36 bigs as he got cut in half as well too with the blinds going up, but still super, super healthy. One of our top stacks. He's actually in here for 5 bigs. 5 bigs pre called 4-way, king, jack, 4, 2 clubs, monotone board texture. Ms. is in the small blind. Checks it over. I'm guessing Gruder was our original opener. Does check to wet sock. Again, in these types of board, who does c-bet for 1/4 pot, 1/4 pot, and gets called by Ms. The other 2 get out of the way. 7 of diamonds on the turn, does not complete any flush. That would be basically just a brick card there. Wet sock making it 6.81, quickly called by Ms. Ms. is gonna have a lot of suited cards from suited middling cards from the small blind. 8 on the river, ace 10. He did go for the bluff there and got snapped off. So he had on the flop, he had the gutter ball with backdoor spades. Clubs missed. He decided to go for it on the river. Unfortunately, he found wet sock was at the top of his range, having top 2 pair on that board. So unfortunately, wasn't going to work that time. But I like the heart, Ms. Going for it. I like that would be a really great candidate for a like flop check raise. Maybe not multi-way because we were like 4 or 5-way. Also, the power of the ace high. I'm not sure exactly if that's the one that we want to put in our bluff candidate, but especially for the sizings. It was only a 1/4 pot sizing on the flop. But again, he was just at top of range, so that one was never going to work. Looking. Again, let me know what table you're at and what your name is on the table so I can make sure to commentate on you. Courtesy Flush, are you still in here? I saw that, Mr. Omar. Nice try. I like the heart. I like the heart. Queens versus the Ace King. Okay, move to table 27. What about Danny Realtor? What table are you at? Oh, you still got 12 bigs. Let's go. Let's run it up. I see you. I see you. You're here. You're short. Oh, Courtesy Flush is thinking it over here. There's an open from early position, a plus member, off of 50 bigs. Mr. Courtesy Flush off of 12 bigs does jam it. He tank jams it. Let's hope he's at top. I don't think he's going to have pulled the Ace King versus Ace 10. Let's go. This is a dream spot. This is exactly what we want. Flops the king, even better. No spade on the turn, and we're looking great. Let's do this. He is dead. D-O-T, dead on the turn. Let's go. Let's go. Big double for Mr. Courtesy Flush. For Courtesy Flush, we need to like spray some room spray whenever he doubles up, you know, because he's Courtesy Flush. Gotta get the nice scents going. Up to 24 bigs now. Let's see, that's good for almost 3 starting stacks. Nicely done. 3-way all in here. And the flush does come on the river for Yun to double. And we say goodbye to Patootie. Father New is down to sub 1 big. So let's hang out here for a minute. We may get to see Father New put his last 1 big blind in the middle, and hopefully he's going to spin this up. My friend is playing too. Username WAG1 at table 60. Alrighty, let's take a look. He's got a bunch of bigs. That means we can hang with him for a while. There he is. He's in this pot too as a limped pot. Nick, you need all the run good? Are you mixed up in a hand right now? Courtesy Flush back mixed up in a 19 big blind pot. Big blind versus his open from middle to late position. Low jack basically. He bets this river. Went for the bluff. Didn't work versus cheating. So that hand specifically favored the opener versus the big blind range. It was just like all, favored Courtesy Flush. Unfortunately, Cheatin did wake up with an ace in the big blind and decided to see it through. Here's Wag here. Wag is in this pot now. He limped pre, so we go 2-way versus the big blind. 3, jack 4, 2 clubs. Now big blind is going to lead out for 1 big. This often can be like a flush draw who's trying to see cards cheaply. Instead, he had like a middle valuing hand, pocket 9s, and Wag turned the 8, called with the ace high, turned the 8. GG. GG, you're gone. What just happened? I'm going to see if we can replay this hand. Please select one hand to replay. We want to replay that last one. 7s versus... Oh, you busted with 7s too? No way. He jams 7s versus king, queen, Ace 10 also decides to make the call. Oh, Ace 10 rejams for 47 bigs. Oh, I guess it's just he covered both stacks. Calls, and let's see. We get a king ace ace deuce flop, and he's dead. I mean, he could have hit a 7 actually, but GG courtesy flush. We thought for a second you were going to get the spin. Alrighty. You know what? One of the sounds I need is I need like a violin sound for all your bust outs. What do we have as a good? We need a good sad. We need a sad one. Maybe the triangle is the way. When you bust, just clear the energy. Clear the energy in the room. We're gonna just better luck. Better luck next time. We're gonna burn some sage and hit the triangle. All right, you said, okay, Danny Forrest, where are you? I got, oh, there you are. DFW Realtor in the mix here, 12.89 bigs. He's in the big blind. You know, when we're in the big blind, we're much more likely to play a hand. We're going to defend a lot. And I'll tell you, it's interesting. A lot of people have this backwards. This is the important concept to think about if you're watching this. When you're in the big blind, as you're shorter, you have less bigs. You think maybe you should be folding tighter. You should be folding more in the big blind to conserve your stack. The reality is you actually are going to be calling wider the shallower your stack gets, because you need less and less equity to continue and to get it in. We're going to be getting it in with like a lot of hands when we're at this shallow of a stack size. And we're going to be wanting to we already have one big in the middle. We're going to be wanting to see a flop much more often, more wide. You don't actually want to play tighter as you get shorter from the big blind. You want to play wider. Some people have that backwards, but you flop something out of the big, whether that be like a straight draw, backdoors, and you just have the threshold for wanting to just get all in at that stack is going to be a lot lower. Daniel Mark said, what's the best poker hand? I think everyone knows this. It's pretty obvious that 6-9 of hearts is the best starting poker hand. I don't even know why that question would even come up. I mean, we've gone through this multiple times. 6-9 of hearts, it's the nuts. Next question. Elmore said, how long have you been playing poker for? Like forever? 20 years, 20 plus years. Ace 10 versus pocket jacks. Kathy Pear is in a good spot here, except on this flop when it comes 9 ace queen. Needed to dodge the 4 outs. However, pretty little jack on the turn never hurt anybody. Now LeBron's needed to hit a king or an 8. No, an 8 wouldn't have done it, because just a king in order to win on the river there. Couldn't get it done, and instead the best starting hand ended up winning in the end. Omar, you ask a lady how old she is? Let's stage the room of that question. Next. Thank you, Brett. Like, why is this even a question? It's so obvious I'm in my early 20s. I mean, I started playing poker right from the womb. Curbs, how dare you, sir? Age this. You're going to get yourself blocked real quick, Curbs. Just kidding. Okay, back to poker here. We've got a 3-way pot. Queen 7-4 monotone. Queen high boards 3-way. Was open from Garnuck, who now goes full pot. Full pot 3-way. All this out of the big blind must have some equity. Doesn't instantly fold. These types of pull, like when you just start pulling out right from the beginning, you can oftentimes just end up getting your opponent to just fold second pair, like whereas oftentimes they're gonna, for a smaller sizing, they're continue with like a lot of their 7x and backdoors and such. When you go for this polarized sizing, you know, a lot of your opponents are just going to end up folding a lot of their second and middle pairs, their gutter balls, as well as like their backdoor flush combinations, and only be able to continue with like a much stronger range. Yes, I can. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Boom. All right, we have a jam from Little Cards, and Wag, who is a friend of the chat, is going to let it go. Back over to Garnock, who's 60 bigs in the big blind. It is going to be a fold here. Curb says you never ask dudes' heights. I don't care. I don't need a guy to be tall. If you're taller than me, we're chilling. Like, it's funny you talk about that because I've just recently been talking about, I think almost all women care about the height thing, but not I'm going to discriminate against tall men. If you're tall, I'm not interested. Little Cards is going to jam for 6 bigs, gets called out of the big blind. Ace 8 versus Jacks. We know how this went last time. Jacks did win. Looking good on this turn. Just needs to dodge an ace on the river. And all in is going to double through Gabby. We like to see the plus members double because remember, if a plus member wins tonight, it's going to win a huge prize of a custom BBO poker table, Aces poker table. Yeah, what Daniel said. So like I have my preferences set to below 6 feet. I just, short kings need love too. And I'm about it. All right, Little Cards opens to 2. Garnock min raising to 3. Gavdi all in. We go 3-way here to 10, 7, 3, 2 clubs. Little Cards. This would be a good time to have Little Cards. And maybe he does as he jams it in here. Looks like a 10x holding, and it is. It's King 10, which is currently ahead, and going to the river even more so. However, he does find the heart on the river to triple. Garnock just triple knocked out. He knocked out Little Cards, Gabdi, and Zid all in one with that 9 of hearts on the river. That's going to pull Garnock as being one of our chip leaders with 18 and a half starting stacks. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. This is always a good time in the tournament to see where we're at. Yeah, so with that hand, Garnock is now our tournament chip leader. Let's check out our top 10. Garnock, then we've got Toilet Seat. Right behind him is Tony, Wet Sock, Jay Ching, Snowmeister, Thomas Liu, Potato 64, Theta Vibes. Oh, I like that. Barney Stinson. That's going to round out our top 10. And as you can see here, the rest of our top 20, and see how many players we have left now. So of our 848 starting players, we are now down to only 255. So almost 3/4 of, so we have like a third of the field remaining basically at this point. A little less than that. Curbs, I already said this. I discriminate against tall men. You guys have too many options. You don't need me. Go Dogs is going to jam it in here for 3.7 bigs, like versus all these limps. Likely going to have the best starting hand against limps if he's jamming here. And Oban's, who limped for 1 and has 5 back now, has to decide if he wants to basically commit himself to this pot. He does rejam, and now Lone Dog makes the call. Wow, limping with really strong hands here. King, Queen versus Jacks versus Ace, Queen, Jacks. Well ahead, and even more so now on this turn as his opponents are just drawing dead on the turn. And Jacks are going to triple, close to triple, not quite because Go Dogs didn't have them covered. And we are going to lose Go Dogs on that hand. that worked out really well. But in general, I would recommend raising your stronger hand candidates like the king, queen, and the pocket jacks, because the reality is ace queen wasn't going to fold for that amount of bigs anyway. There's no real reason to play it sneaky, but what you can end up doing is going 5 or 6 way with a really strong hand, and now your equity is divided. Whereas if you had raised pre-flop and gotten it heads up or 3-way, you still retain so much equity. Once we go 5-way, though, anybody can hit random 2 pairs, and you're just, no matter how strong your hand, even aces is only, I don't know, like a 20 some percent to win once you divide that. Once you have you allow all these limps in. I don't remember exactly how many players it is. It's like if you've got like 5 or 6 players, and aces now, like they shrivel up. Whereas if you can get it heads up or 3-way, you just are going to maintain equity. So raise your good hands, guys. Raise your good hands. Don't try to play it too sneaky, especially at shorter stack, at these shorter stack depths. Technically, shorter stack depths, you can slow play more. We've got another all in and a call here. Ace king versus ace jack on queen 6, queen 2 hearts. King on the turn. I'm going to be looking for a 10 and a 10 only. Instead, we are going to say goodbye to Shish. Unfortunately, another plus member down. Wah, wah. So technically, the shorter your stack size is, you can, like post flop, let's say, you can slow play more, because the stack to pot ratio, meaning like let's say there's 500 in the pot and you have 1,000 left in your stack to pot ratio is 2. You have 2 times the what's in the pot. And so it becomes very easy to get all the chips in when you're that shallow. The deeper you are, the stack to pot ratio is much larger, and it's harder to get all the chips in over the 3 streets. So that's where you're going to be slow playing a lot less, and you just want to be like oftentimes, betting a normal size, like a third on the flop, and then like big on turn and river. But when you are more shallow, it's easier to get stacks in, so you can play it a little bit sneakier and slower, but always, I would say pre-flop, want to be raising with the strong hands. Omar, what table are you again? Let me check in on you here. I'm gonna bring you some of the chat. Run good. Let's see. Let's find you again. So many of these tables are shutting down as we lose players. Table 60. Cool beans. Let's get it going. There we are. Okay. Flag 1, is this you? Nice hand, nice hand. See, just in time. Look at that. I show up and you take it down. Nicely played. Well done. If you're struggling here, we'll watch your table for a minute so you can run it up. Sleepy goes all in for 1.69. Wag makes the call. Just calls here. And that Quang does rejam from behind. Ace 4, I don't really, Deuce 3, 4, he does pull ahead here. 9 on the turn. And a 5 on the river is going to be a chop between Sleepy and Quang as they both hit the wheel. Garnock is going to brick out on this one. GG, Danny out in 196. Of course, thanks for being a reg and always coming and supporting. One of these, we're going to win one of these, guys. One of these times, for sure. I believe. And GG, let's get that. But you get the air horn. You get the air horn. You always get the air horn. All right, Wag does limp. And Kwang is going to raise really large. More than half of his stack gets called by Blue A's, and Wag makes the call as well and is ahead. Just needs to hold. Dodge. No, we just need to hit a 7. That's what we need to do here. 7, one time. Wag, I can't help you with the 7s. Listen, Wag. Let's clear the air here. I busted with 7s. Courtesy flush busted with 7s. What were you thinking playing the 7s? We're all out on 7s tonight. Like, if you, anyone in this chat, if you get 7s and you want me to watch, you're gonna bust. So, just don't tell me or don't play them, because 7s are cursed tonight. Ace 4 versus Ace Queen, drawing dead on the turn, and it's gonna be GG's for Lawless. Curbs, you have pocket 7s right now? No, don't do it. Look at all these tables shutting down. You guys keep me updated as to where you guys switch to, so I can make sure to be tuned in. Because we are really getting down to the nitty gritty now at this point, as blinds are now 4K, 8K. So we're approaching the blind level where the blinds are actually larger than a starting stack. You folded it and you would have flopped it? You would have flopped the 7? Is that what you're saying happened? What table are you on, Curbs? I'm pulling up the ledger. I need to see if this really happened. I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. I was just joking. Clearly, play the 7s. Ace deuce 4. Aces pull out ahead versus the king jack in the pocket 9s. 9s can still win here. King jack strong dead, but no, it's going to be the ace 10 instead. They just river 2 pair. Guys, we're down to 144 players. Let's get some of these top tables pulled up here. We have a new chip leader. It's Kwang at table 45. All right, here's our new chip leader we want to keep an eye on. Oh, there we are. Kwang, coming in hot. We've got Sam, Carlos, Willow. I'm gonna get a couple of these top guys pulled up here. We can try to watch and see what they're doing. I'm gonna play us all the way down to a winner. Really hoping to see some plus badges make it through to the end here. Would love to give away one of those tables. Ace 10 versus Ace 3. We're gonna say goodbye to another plus member. Malicious X is out in 143rd, I believe. Oh, that was you, Curbs. GG? GG? You still in? Kill a Cam's still in. Friend of the chat. Tin Can. As we're getting down to it, I'm seeing more and more familiar faces of people that do often make it deep. Sea Urchin from the small. We've got an auto all in from the big. Ten, Jack 10, 2 diamonds. Let's see how Carlos and Sea Urchin want to play this. Does go check, check. King on the turn. He's going to bet 1.75, gets called. 5 of clubs on the turn now, and he jams it all in. Gets the fold. He's got the king. And the 9 is not going to play, unfortunately, but still Bugs only had like 0.3 bigs, so that's still actually a pretty big win for a sea urchin there. All right. We have all in and a call. Pocket kings for Jeff Kramer versus the pocket jacks of Doc Holliday. Jacks have been hot tonight. Not looking really good right now, though. It is going to be kings and eights to eliminate Doc Holliday and Kane. Jeff Krinner now doubling up to just under 10 starting stacks. Ace twos versus queen four. Queen does outflop Poker Dad in a good spot to double here off the short stack. Does make it happen. Doubles to 6.5 bigs. 20 seconds, guys, and blinds are going up again. It's a big jump from 4.8 to 714,000. Poker Dad's all in. Gets it through. All right, Suave Agave versus Clams. Curbs, yes. Poker Now merch. I've got the Poker Now merch on right here. There's so many of my shirts that I love and I get so many compliments on. I really love what you guys should pick up is the shirt that says, I paid, I bought this shirt with your money or I paid for this with your money. I paid for this shirt with your money, which I think is hilarious. There's a lot of really good ones, actually. Flop turn river shit. That's a really good one as well. All right, we've got a Poker Now Plus member all in and at risk. Gets called in 2 spots at least, possibly 3. Does get called in 3 spots. Let's not lose another plus member. Come on, sea urchin. Have pocket tens. Have pocket queens. Everybody checking so far. That's good news, but the queen does hit the turn. It's likely going to hit one of these players if it's not already in sea urchin's hand. Oh, now clams is going to jam for 10 bigs almost. Ace 8 versus ace 4. So clams jammed with just ace high. What way to protect sea urchin. Clams, thanks. You probably got the winning hand to fold and sea urchin gets to dub. And we don't lose a plus member. Very nice. John, Rion, no. Out in 128th, but hey, that's a sick run. We had 844 runners. So very well played, John. Nice job. Very nice job. I saw that one a bit toxic. Curb says, I could see how you would say a bit toxic, but I think it's all in good fun, and most people would probably laugh and chuckle and think it's in good fun. Especially a lot of people who end up wearing that shirt, they know that, that it's the opposite. They tend to be paying for somebody else's shirt. But yeah, I think it's always fun to just be silly with it. Ace Queen versus Queen 10. Sea Urchin folded a 7. All the 7s on the board. Sea Urchin now looking really good. One of our top stacks. Like to see that. Yeah, Sea Urchin 4th in chips. We want that. Table 55. Let's see. Table 45. Looking for plus now badges because that's what we want to see. We see Quang, who's our chip leader, all in against Kaposki. Pocket 10's ahead. Still looking good here. Obama is all in as well. Pocket tens are going to hold except to Obama, but this is the much smaller stack, so still a big pickup, and we lose Kaposki in that one. Now we've got Sam versus Jeff. Sam, I believe, is one of our top stacks here. King 8-3. They do get it all in. Ace Jack versus Pocket Queens. Queen's looking really good to double here. They are going to get the double through Sam. Now up to 20 bigs. Lucas still hanging on as a plus member at this table, as well as Dennis. 2 plus members at this table still hanging on to go for the top prizes. Sea Urchin as well. Oh, and a bunch of plus members and familiar faces at this table. We have a plus member all in and called but not at risk. Aces versus Ace Jack. Ace Jack is suited, no spade on the flop. So looking dead on the turn. Oh no, 10 ball, and the Ace Jack could win it. But no, instead aces are going to hold for a nice double. Nice double there. Taz to king, always going deep in these. Always see Taz to king late. All right, our big blind is going to be forced all in unless he gets a walk, but he is not going to get a walk. We've got a plus member, Aiden Healy. Now O'Bands is all in for another 1.7 bigs. Aiden Healy thinking it over. Decides to fold now. Queen Jack versus Jack 9. Aiden Healy's probably like, give him my hand back once he sees those 2 hands. Look at this flop though, guys. Wow. All right, dead on the turn. But what a flop. Juror, flops, trips, turns, a boat. O'Bands flopped the flush draw. So actually still had 30% equity on that flop. But Jack on the turn is going to leave him dead to rights. Calf pair jamming almost all. Covers the whole table. Basically moves all in from under the gun with pocket 3s. Is ahead, needs to dodge an Ace Jack or 9 or a 7 now. Or yeah, same. Somehow dodges it all to eliminate both players. Double elimination, and the right player wins as it is a plus member. Nice hand, Cap. Nice hand. You know what we got to do for that one. No. Let's go, Cap. Getting down to the nitty gritty here. Kill Cam all in and at risk does outflop the ace queen. Needs to dodge a 10 or a 4. Instead makes trips, and Kill a Cam will double. Nice hand. The ace 9 of Schroer is gonna make the flush to double through I Got Expounded, who is forced all in the very next hand. King Queen versus the ace 6 here. Look at these equities, 61 to 38%. So it's like a 60-40 when it's these like ace low versus like the King Queen, the 2 middles. Ace does hold, ace high holding here for the double. Folds around to the button. Calf pair does jam it. It's going to have a pretty wide jamming range from the button there whenever the blinds are both sub 10. Omar wants to know how many people are left. Yeah, that's always a good, it starts to go really fast here, so we should check in on it. Only 72 remaining. Yeah, and this is going to go really fast now. Let's look at our top. Calf pair we know is a plus member. Already have this one. Garnuck here. Ace 4 versus, it looks like it's going to be doubling up side in. Yeah, it's going to be a for sure double there for 10 bigs. Quang versus the 10-9. It's going to lose there to Bob G. You want Omar to win because he's got your, or you want Quang to win because he's got your chips? Well, he has 418,000 right now. Let's see, is he still in first after losing that big pot? Still in first. Still in first after losing that one. Pull up some of these other tables as well. Sir Sam's all in as well as ITOB. Count Blog calls this. They'll both be at risk. Doesn't. Folds. Ace Queen versus Ace 3. Deuce 7 5. Ace Queen still ahead. 4 now on the turn. Gives an open. Oh no, Sir Sam turns the wheel, and the queen will be of no help to ITOB as Sir Sam doubles. And that's why we like the ace wheel hands better than hands like ace 6 and ace 7, because our ace wheel cards are capable of making straights that our ace 6s and ace 7s can't. So while the card is higher, your kicker is higher in the 6-7, it usually doesn't come into play. Those kickers usually won't come into play, whereas so often the wheel cards do come into play. Dusty P opening to 2 bigs off of a sub 6 big blind stack and is going to take it down. Nice hand, nice hand. $63 remain. Count Blah is going to jam from the button into Hazard. Hazard not folding here, really tanking this one through. Might have a close spot. Does make the call. Jack deuce versus ace 10 is alive. Very alive. Needs to hit a jack or a deuce. Ace 10 still ahead here, going to a river. And is going to hold. The ace 10 is going to hold here versus Hazard. But Hazard's suited. He's got 2 live cards. He's short stacked, and versus this sizing and all in, he knows he doesn't have to call any more bets. And so it's an understandable call, and the way he's thinking about it is not bad. Dusty P opening to 2 bigs. I've seen this work for Dusty P before off of this stack size where it just gets the folds pre. Jink is going to let it go. And again, Dusty P just picking up the blinds with these min opens. and it's huge. Every time you add, um, uh, to you're adding 60K to your stack every single time. You can take down the blinds. Yeah, Barney's gonna apply the pressure when Jink limps off of a 6 big blind stack. Jink all of Jink's strong hands should be all in. So except for maybe like some traps like aces, but Barney rightfully just can attack that spot. He had king deuce off goes, and which I think is a fine jam anyway. But I think Jink shouldn't have too much of a limping strategy off of 6 bigs. I would just go ahead and prefer a jam or a fold, and unless you're getting really strange and trappy, like I said, with like an aces type of holding, and our opponents don't know how we play. Omar want to know how much earning I have in total with tournaments. Right around 500K. That's all been made just in the last couple 2 or 3 years. I'm also not a full-time poker tournament player. I play a ton of cash, and I'm a mom, but I've done very well playing a small volume of live tournaments just in the last few years. So around 500K in a few years, playing not a ton of volume. Jacks versus King 7, which I think is pretty good. Speaking of which, I will be having a feature coming out in Card Player Magazine soon, so stay tuned for that. They're covering my 3rd ring win that I just won this last January at Choctaw Durant. So ring number 3 got a feature, and actually they were talking about giving me the cover, but they want me to have a major title, but they're keeping an eye on me for cover of Card Player, which I think only a couple people have gotten, like Maria Ho or whatnot. So I got to go out there and start grinding these bigger tournaments, get myself the major title. And we came close with that WPT main event final tabling. That one came real close to getting my major title, but it's in the works. It's in the works. Dude, this is so lit, he says. Did you like my jam? Bro, I'm Barney. Oh, Barney, what table are you at, Barney? Oh, you're Barney Stein, right here. 7.71 bigs. I'm going to keep an eye. Thank you for telling me. So now I'll know to keep an eye on you. Daniel Marks says, can I borrow $5? Shut up, Mr. Marks, you winner of WSOP Maine. He someone who does have a major title asking me for $5. Relax, bro. Sit down. Let somebody else win. Ace Jack versus Pocket Fours. Yeah, you are cooking. You're doing really good here, especially at this blind depths. You have 31 starting stacks, which is sick. Ace Jack is going to eliminate Jink. Barney, you're a plus member too. Can you just take this down, please? Like, let's win the table. Now that I know you're here, I'm going to be watching you cook, try to give you the luck. I'll bounce over to some other tables as well when you're not in. Folding this one. I've got an all-in to call Ace Jack versus 8-9. Ace Jack is well ahead and is going to eliminate the forced all-in here out of the big blind. Stacks are getting really shallow here as we lose more and more tables. All these tables just shutting down as we lose more and more players. All right, we have an all-in and a call. 6-9 of hearts versus the ace-10. Come on, 8-8 one time. Instead, it's good. I mean, come on, I got to root for the 6-9. Jeff Crinner is going to eliminate Jam, who tried to play the 6-9 suited, got punished, needed to be hearts if it was hearts. 6-9 of hearts can't lose in any free roll that I'm hosting when I'm watching the table. So keep that in mind. Omar said, what do you think about blackjack? I think it's a fun game to play when I just want to like have fun with some friends, like get a few friends together, go blow off some steam, drink, laugh, have a good time. I think it's fun. But in general, I like to play games where I know that I actually have an edge to make money, and I'm a favorite to win money. And blackjack, I think the house is a slight favorite. And in Oklahoma, we have like an ante. So every hand of blackjack, you actually have to pay an ante as well. So it makes it even a little bit worse odds. Jump back over here, check on our one. Let's see, 43 players left, guys. Really, really getting down to it. Let's look at our top leaderboard. Got Thomas Liu, Jeff Crinner, DTW, Kath Pear, Strategical Carlos, Aiden Healy, Barney Stinson, Rook, Toilet Seat 5. Queen 7 versus Ace King. King on the river. It is a non-diamond, and Toilet Seat is going to eliminate 50. Kings are going to hold versus the Queen 8 of Suave Agave. Suave Agave, another one that I always see playing our events. GG. Cut these all out. Nice playing with you as usual. Carlos is jamming almost 10 bigs from early position. At 10 bigs is actually quite a lot at this stage of the tournament. 375K. Sea Urchin makes the call. This is a plus member, so we know who we're rooting for. Ace Jack versus Ace Queen. Come on, Jack Ball. Jack Ball one time. How about a 9 or an 8 or a Jack? Or a 9, 8, or Jack? That's not going to do it. Instead, it's another club, which is going to give Carlos the nut flush and lose Sea Urchin, unfortunately. GG, Mr. Urchin. Omar, it is, but it has to be the hearts variety. Bruh. 6-9 hearts. $35 left. We get down to 27. That's our final. We're almost down to our final 3 tables. Our redraw 27 here. We've got Fatty All In versus Kath Pair plus member with Pocket Kings. Let's hold Kath. Let's hold. No ace, no 9. No ace, no 9. Unless it's of a spade variety. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Kath Pair crushing. Kath Pair is one of our top stacks and a plus member. What place is Kath in? Kath has a good shot to win this table. Kath's second in chips. Come on, Kath. Let's win it. And here is our other top chip stack is also a plus member. Tied up in a big hand right now. We need a Jack. Or we could double pair and chop. Jack would be best. 3-6 Jack. 3-6 Jack. No, it's going to be the Ace Queen for I Got Expounded. It's going to win this one here. Oh, I'm sorry. The Ace Deuce. The Deuce on the river. I thought there was some side pot action. But no. Lone Dog's going to take that one down with the Deuce on the river. Thomas Liu still doing good. Table 35. I don't have 35 pulled up. I don't even see 35 is still an option here. Nope, no 35. Jam. Kath is going to jam here on the button. Gets it through. Nice hand, Kath. Nice hand. Let's go. I'm all in on Kath right now. CB Evan jams and gets called by toilet seat 5. Also has a decent-ish sack. Jacks versus ace 7. Looking to dodge an ace for toilet seat to stay alive, or for jacks to eliminate Sebevan. Jack on the river is going to seal the fate of Sebevan, and toilet seat will add to that healthy stack. Nice hand, nice hand. Count Blah has jammed all in from under the gun. Sir Sam from the big blind makes the fold, gets through. Kath Pair jamming into the field has everybody covered, gets through. Nice hand. Oh, blinds have just gone up again because we see that everyone has gotten extremely shallow. Look at these average chip stacks now. A lot of like sub 2 big blind stacks. King Queen versus the ace 8. Ace 8 at risk. Ooh, look at that flop. Ace ace 4. And the flush comes in. Super can still win with a paired board. However, paired board or with any 4, 5, 10, or 8. But instead, Rukov is going to eliminate Super with the nut flush. BB Poker puts in its last 0.3 bigs. This is going to be an auto call out of the big from Jeff Crinner. Small blind also coming along. Check, check. Oh, Omar, thanks so much for hanging out and asking all the questions. I really appreciate that. And we have these pretty frequently. If you're not already, make sure you're following me on socials. It's Poker Mama, 2 M's and 2 A's at the end, as well as Poker Now on X, and our newsletter. Our newsletter is where you'll get notified very first thing of whenever we host these, which is pretty regularly. And also, I always post it on my socials with the link and everything to register as well. I don't have an exact date, but probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have another one. 2 to 4 weeks usually have one. Deuce 9-4, we're going multi-way. 5 ways here. We do have 1 all in. Everyone checks around. Queen on the turn brings a club draw. This queen likely to hit somebody. Let's see what happens here. If anybody wants to bet into this dry side pot. Nope. King of hearts on the river. Thank you, Omar. Sounds good. Poker Mama, POKERMOMMAA. Is a me. Oh, the all-in is going to double, hitting that king on the river. That was a huge double from Pecan. Can you imagine getting called 5-way, being basically out, and then suddenly you're like, have life again. Sir Sam's all in. DTW makes the call. It was a bluff. It's got backdoor spades, though. Needs to hit a 9 or a jack or a spade. Could not complete it. The queen 10 is going to eliminate Sir Sam. We got to be, that's probably redraw right there. We're probably down to redraw. 22. Yes, we are down to 3 tables, almost down to 1 table now. Jeff Crinner jamming, gets called 10s versus the ace deuce. 7 queen jack, 10 still ahead. Now Jada makes a flush draw, and he hits it on the river. Nut flush here for Jada is going to cause him to double. Yeah, Omar, we're almost, this thing goes quick. Once we get to these blind levels, this thing goes really, really quick. See, this table's closed now. All right, Ace King versus the 7-10. Ace King is gonna win. 7-10 is gonna get the side pot here. Still, Sam only has 0.14 bigs here, so very, very short. Gonna need to find another place to put it in here. And we can see Tin Can is forced all in the big blind as well. So we are going to have an all in and a call. Thomas, who has the pocket jacks, is a plus member, so we're hardcore rooting for him. Flops a set and looks to be yeah, makes quads on the river. Let's go. The more plus, the better. Plus members cannot go out under my watch. All right. Barney Stein still in here, plus member. We see all the tables are moving in as we are now down to our final two tables. Everyone is consolidating. All right, this is it, guys. This is it. Getting down to it. It's all happening. Somebody's gonna win some money. Somebody's gonna win a hopefully someone's gonna win a poker table. 3-7 versus Ace-9. Ace-9 at risk and ahead, still going to the turn. Nobody with a diamond, so the Ace-9 is gonna double here. Let's see, now that we're down to two tables, how many plus members we have. 1, 2, 3, 4 of our 18 remaining players, or it says 20 here, is that right? It's gotta be 18, I think, unless we're playing 10-handed. Looks like, yeah, we're playing 10-handed currently. So 4 of the 20 are plus members. And some of those are our more healthy stacks as well. As we can see, not our shortest stacks. Pegan jamming 4 bigs, getting called by M. Lags and Jeff Kerner. We have a 3-way all in. M. Lags has the aces. Deuce, deuce, 8, looking great for aces to triple here. 5 on the turn brings the flush draw for Jeff, who covers all players. It is a 9 of diamonds on the river, giving the aces the check mark and the huge double. No one actually eliminated as Pegan wins the side pot. Blinds going up in 20 seconds, guys. From 40-80, we're going to 80-160. Can you imagine? From 40-80 to 80-160. This is about to get crazy. Jebediah jamming all in from under the gun. He was going to be forced in either this hand or next hand. He took his chances here. Side and Rocks is all in. Rukov makes the call. Ace Queen versus King Queen versus Queen Jack. Ooh, club draw here does come in. The Ace Queen makes a straight, but it's going to be no help with Cyberdens making the flush, and we lose Jebediah as Rukov gets the side there. Pegan, again, the same scenario where he's going to be forced in either this hand or next, and he chooses his under the gun hand. It's behind the Jack-9 of calf pair. He needs to pair his 8. Jack-9 still ahead, going to the river. Ace-Queen with a Jack-9. Jack-9 holds for a double elim with the Jack. Double elim. With that, we lose 2. And are we at our FT? Or no, they're just balancing the tables. They're just balancing. Table balancing. All right. But we're down to what? Like, down to 14, guys. 14 remain. The Sam guy is so cooked. Barnstein says, I'm shaking. This is the biggest moment of my life. I love it. I love it. Barnstein, I want you to win so bad. I'm rooting for you. Rooting for you. We've got Jada and Imlags tied up here. Not a lot being put in the middle. This pot could be up for sale. King hits the turn. 2 diamonds as well. Opponent's going to take our showdown, so I'm going to make a play for this one. This king is going to definitely hit the under the gun more than the big blind range, but it is a limped pot. Queen on the river. Jedi wins with the A7. Nice hand. I think this one could have been stolen, but nice hand, Jada. Barnstein says if he wins today, he's naming his firstborn Poker Now Plus. Oh, man. Barnstein's all in. Come on, baby. Let's just get it through or let's hold. Oh, toilet seat can't fold. He can't fold. 0.27 back. He's got to stick it in there with any 2. Hope to have live cards and not be up against a pair. Can't fold. Makes the call. 10-6 versus pocket 9s. Does have 1 over. Come on, Barnstein. No! Diamond. Diamond. We just need a diamond. All we need is a diamond. 1 more diamond. Or a 9! Or a 9! You know what? How did I forget about a 9? All you needed was a 9 or a diamond. Nice hand, Barnstein. The best starting hand won. All the faith. Let's go. Let's go. You're going to win it. Start of the first Poker Now Plus baby. This is exciting. Not only are we going to have a Poker Now Plus winner of a poker table, but we're going to have the first baby named Poker Now Plus. Very exciting stuff. I mean, I would have preferred Poker Mama, but whatever. We won't get into it. We won't get into it right now. We can talk about it later. Maybe I can sneak in there somewhere in the middle name. You can Poker Now Plus Mama or something. Side and rocks off of 2 bigs on the button. Tanking. So this tanking is like some smart strategic stuff going into this, taking the tank here, allowing the other table to play more hands and possibly allowing themselves to get further into this thing. Could very well be strategic tanking here because of the short stack and the blinds coming around so quickly and then being short stacked. Likely tanking as a way of waiting it out here. Barnstein jamming into the big. Gets the fold. Nice get through. Let's go. Let's go. I would like to balance these tables so not all the Poker Now Plus members are at the same table. Come on. It's all random, but geez, that's a little unfortunate that all 3 of the Poker Now Plus members are at the same table. We do not want to see plus on plus violence. Let's go. What's up, Luke? Welcome, welcome. Are you still in? Y'all hiring for what position? What are your skill sets? You guys, are we on our final table? Is this it? We are officially on the final table. Congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. You have made the BBO Poker Table Free Roll Final Table, where we have top payout prizes of a $300 Amazon gift card, a BBO Poker Pro Table, Aces Pro Table. Let's go, guys. Let's get this. Let's get this money. Let's get this table. Let's make this happen. And somehow we have had 3+ members survive here. So, and let's see, let's take a look now at our final 10 and let's weigh in on our stack sizes and the dynamics of this table. Luckily, JP got the small blind as he is our resident short stack off of only 1.45 bigs. He will be taking over the button next hand and hopefully be able to find some spots to get it in. Rounding out number 9 is going to be Drunk Bandit off of 2. Well, actually, he has more. He's just bet some now, so we'll see after this hand. But Lone Dog coming in 9th. We do have an all-in call. Drunk Bandit versus Aiden Healy. King Jack versus the Pocket Deuces. We are rooting for a deuce on the river. Deuce on the river. That's okay. That's okay because Aiden Healy is still in. So Drunk Bandit is going to take that one down. Nice hand, Drunk Bandit. Outflopping Aiden here, but Aiden's still in. So Lone Dog coming in 9th. Let's see. We have Barnstein is in 8th. Or I'm sorry, Lags is Lone Dog in 9th. Lags in 8th. Then we've got Barnstein in 7th. And Aiden Healy now in 6th. Side and Rocks in 5th place. We have Jada in 4th. Drunk Bandit in 5th. Is that right? Or, I'm sorry, 3rd. And let's see what else. Who else do we got here? Somewhere, I missed someone along the way here because DTWO is actually our chip leader at this point. And Drunk Bandit 2nd in chips. I should have started from the top and worked my way back. DTW is our 1st in chips. Side and Rocks 3rd. Drunk Bandit is 2nd. All right, Jada limping here. Lags is all in for 1.5 bigs. This is not going to get through. He will be getting called by Jada. Ace 4 versus the Pocket 10s. Pocket 10s make a set on the turn, and now Jada is drawing dead, and Lags will double. So no elimination this hand. Hello, welcome to the chat, Brendan. My thank you. All right, Jada, all in. Let's see what Drunk wants to do. Oh, Lone Dog as well. We are gonna have cards in the air here. Jada with the pocket queens in a real good spot, as we can see his opponents only have 2 outs with the kings here, but they find it. Ugh, need to hit a queen on the river. Unfortunately, that's gonna say goodnight to Jada. Very unlucky. Let's clear the air with that one. Very unlucky, as your opponents are only 2 kings left in the deck, but they did find one. Played really well, though, and congratulations for making it so deep. It is really something to make it to a final table of an over 800-person field. JP now all in. Gets called by Kath Pear. Definitely rooting for Kath Pear here. Brendan McKeever, stay tuned. We run these every 2 to 4 weeks. We'll be running a bunch more. Last time we gave away one of these $800 shufflers, automatic shufflers that are super nice. Kings versus Pocket Jacks, they both make sets, but the Ace 9 makes Broadway. Holy moly, no, not Kath Pear. Oy vey. We say goodnight to Kath Pear. Unfortunately, we lose another plus member, and then there were 2. GG Cat. GG. But yeah, so Brendan, if you follow me on socials, I'm Poker Mama, 2 M's and 2 A's at the end. Follow the Poker Now newsletter. You can get that right from our site here. You can sign up for our newsletter, and that's the fastest way to know when we're going to have another one of these free rolls, which we have quite a few of. And we also, on the Poker Now X page, we will announce them as well. I always put it on my socials. We always put it in the newsletter first thing. And they're every 2 to 4 weeks. What's up, DFS? Hello, welcome to the chat. Barnstein, 0.7 back, in the small, does jam it. M lags. Makes the call. King 6 versus 4-5. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. King ball. King 6 ball. Let's go. Let's go. Let's hold. Oh, sweet. Sweet. This is, yes, yes. Only had to dodge a 4. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Let's go, Barnstein. You're gonna win. Barnstein. I believe. I'm a believer. Aiden Healy and Barnstein, 1 and 2. Let's do this. All right, Aiden Healy, our other plus member, is in the big blind currently. Would just love to see him just get a walk here. Barney Stinson. Oh, thank you. I keep calling him Barnstein or something. Ace King versus Ace King. No, we want to see a red flop. All right, let's go. Pull him back, guys. Pull him back. Chop it up. Chop it up. Barney Stinson. Thank you, Luch. Thank you, Luch. Thank you, Luke Leach. I actually scored very high on verbal battery tests, FYI. Just, you know, can't read screen names that well. One love. One love. Everyone loves Chop Pot. Drunk Bandit. Raising to 3 bigs. Gets it through. Aiden Healy still in. Barnstein up to over 3 bigs now. You know what place that puts Barnstein in? Third. Currently third. Currently in the money, Barnstein. Currently getting prize money. So this is when we've got to think about ICM implications. JP does jam, gets called. Jacks versus Jack 10. Jack's looking really good here. 8 ball would be the death. Oh, no, it would not be. We needed 9 ball. Actually, dead on the turn here. Jacks are going to win here. Jacks are going to win and double through Drunk Bandit. Side and rocks, 2.4 bigs on the button, putting them in. Every big matters. Where you decide to put your chips in whenever we're this shallow, every little bit matters. It's really important, especially for ICM implications, that you wait and let smaller stacks bust out before you. The only one who doesn't have any ICM implications right now is Aiden Healy, because it's the resident short stack by a fair margin, so can, you know, just jam appropriately, whereas everyone else has to consider the ICM implications of putting even a 1/10 of a big blind in the middle. Barnstein is in the big and gets jammed on by side and rocks. D2, thinking it over. Blinds are now up, guys. Blinds up again. 306,000. Does make the call. Oh, does make the call. Actually, it leaves a teeny bit behind. All in. Makes the call. Ace 10 versus Ace Jack. Hold. Hold. No! No! Ugliest turn I've ever seen. No. GG, Barnstein. You played so great. Should be so proud. That is such a, just so unlucky. I'm so sorry. But you really, really played fantastic. Congratulations on such a deep run. I hope to see you in another one. Ouch, Chihuahua. Out in 7th. And then there were 6th. We still have one Poker Now Plus member who is currently all in and at risk. Come on, Aiden. Have a 9. One time. 9 for Aiden. Let's go. D2 is betting this board, putting MLAGs all in. Ace Jack versus King Deuce. King. King on the turn. King on the river. GG, Aiden Healy. We say goodbye to our final plus member. Fortunately, we are down to 5. Congratulations, though, for playing great. Now, we are still playing for some really big prizes here. $300 Amazon gift card up top. That is quite the nice prize. Fabi GG out in 10th. Congratulations on a deep run. That's sick. Out of over 800 players to come in 10th place. That's very well played. Well played, sir. Barnstein. Hopefully we're going to do another one since no plus member won this one. I'm thinking maybe we do another one. I don't know, but that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. Let's just do this again next week. I'm in. I am in. Check, check. A lot of checking. Queen Jack is going to take it, and we're going to, we lose another. Guys, we're on the money bubble. This is it. Whoever goes out next gets nothing, and the top 3 will get prizes. We've got Drunk Bandit currently in 4th, JP in 3rd, Side and Rocks in 2nd, and D2 in 1st currently. All right, let's take a look, and we'll actually, instead of being in big blind, let's see how many chips these people actually have accumulated over this time period now. Side and Rocks putting in a raise here. 1.2 million. It's going to put JP all in. He does fold, leaving himself very short behind. Luke Leach. How dare you think I would be so gullible? Do you think I never watched The Simpsons? Ace 10 versus Ace 4. The Ace 4 does have Ace 10 covered. Drunk Bandit in a great spot to double up here as the 4 does hit the turn, giving D2 a little bit of hope. Unfortunately, it's just a 6 on the river. Drunk Bandit is going to double through D2. JP very, very short now. Forced all in the big. We are going to see 2 hands. Queen 5 versus 10-5. JP looking good to dub here. Very good to dub now. There are some backdoor straight draws. A king, non-spade king would take it for D2, but JP is gonna double. Queen 6 versus a 9-7. Queen 6 is at risk and currently outflopped by the 9s of Side and Rocks. 3 on the turn, looking for a queen and a queen only to stay alive. Unfortunately, it is the King of Hearts, and we say goodnight to JP. Well played, JP. Very well played. Sorry to see you go. But what that means is congratulations to our final three. You are in the money. Guaranteed prizes. Amazon gift cards for all three of you guys. Just remember, you have locked up a $50 Amazon gift card and are playing for top prize of $300 Amazon gift card. Second is going to be $150. Just like that, we have an all-in and a call. Drunk Bandit at risk with a straight draw doesn't come through, and it's going to be the queen high for Side and Rocks. And just like that, Drunk Bandit, you get the $50 Amazon gift card, and we are heads up looking for a winner of the first ever BBO poker table free roll. We have Side and Rocks is our chip leader currently. Still anybody's game here. Joey McCabe, congratulations on your 9th place finish. That's pretty sick out of over 800 contestants to over 800 players to take 9th place. Very hard to do. I've been playing a lot of these and I've final tabled a couple of times. So very well done. Very well done. Side and Rocks. It's gonna let that one go. D2, we'll take it down. On the button, Side and Rocks is gonna limp. Paired board 939. It's gonna go check a lot. This is gonna be a lot of high card. It's gonna win this one super often. Spade draw does come in on the turn. Any pair would be a full house. The spades do come in as well. A lot of, oh, and he has it. Wow, we tried to get a little sneaky with it. Just lets it go here on the button. Side and Rocks limps. D2 just flapping, just calling as well. 6 ace ace. Side and Rocks puts it in. I'm liking the aggression from Siden here. I think without a raised pre, it's unlikely that his opponent is going to have any ace X, and he can really just kind of go for it. But I don't think Side and Rocks has a lot of ace X either that limps, but maybe some trappy ones. But I like the pressure. Maybe even a 6 there or a bluff. King high, also probably worth value betting in that spot. Deny some equity as well. There you go. Press B. There you go. There you go, Omar. So we can see the big blinds. Make it a little simpler for you. Yep. For all of us, I would say. All right, we have an all-in and a call here. D2 is at risk. Needing Side and Rocks needs to find a king to eliminate D2. Instead, it's the ace on the river, and D2 is going to double. Now, Side and Rocks with only a half a big is going to be forced all in this hand. Ace 10 versus pocket eights, classic flip spot. This could be it, guys. Ooh, shoot. Straight draw, flush draw, and the 2 overs. That's it. That's all she wrote. D2 wins the BBO Poker Table Open free roll. Nice job, D2. Side and Rocks, you get a $150 Amazon gift card. Congratulations. You guys played really, really well. It was fun to watch. Fun to hang out, as always. Doing what I love, playing poker. Doing these streams with Poker Now. I just want to say congratulations again. Let's get the Let's go. Congratulations. Okay, I'm back. Hey, smash that like and subscribe button. Congratulations to everyone. Let's grow this channel. I'll see you guys again soon. I'll be here streaming the next one. Hopefully, we're going to give away a table again and try this again. Lots of prizes. We've got shufflers, tables, $5 million free rolls. We've got Amazon gift cards. Who knows what we're going to come up with next, but I will be here with my air horn. And I love you guys. Much love. Until next time. Good night.